I moved into what I thought would be a quiet suburban neighborhood, my little slice of peace. A modest home, a small backyard, and a wooden fence that gave me privacy. But across the street lived Karen, and to her, my fence wasn't just wood, it was an insult. Karen was one of those neighbors who believed the entire block should bend to her rules. She loved watching everyone from her porch, sipping cheap wine, giving unsolicited opinions. But my tall fence, it blocked her view of my yard. She couldn't spy on me anymore, and that drove her insane. It started small, anonymous notes left on my door, then HOA complaints about violating neighborhood aesthetics. She claimed my fence ruined property values. She even told neighbors I was hiding something. But the truth was simpler. She hated not being able to watch me like a hawk. At first, I ignored her. The HOA sent warnings, but my fence was perfectly legal. Still, Karen wasn't satisfied. One morning, I discovered fresh scratches where someone had tried prying at the wood. That's when I realized she had crossed a line. She wanted a war, so I gave her one. Instead of lowering my fence, I built it higher, stronger. And then came the real twist. I installed towering panels lined with climbing ivy and thick bamboo plants. At night, solar lights cast shadows that stretched across her yard. Karen's prized view of the street was gone forever. All she saw now was a living wall of green. Of course she erupted, screaming fits on her lawn, threatening lawsuits, harassing the HOA. But my upgrades were perfectly within the rules. Every time she tried to attack me legally, she failed. And every time she peeked outside, the wall reminded her of her defeat. But I wasn't done yet. You see, Karen loved being the watchdog of the block. She lived for gossip, spreading lies about everyone's lives. So I decided to flip the script. With her view blocked, the neighborhood began to breathe easier. Families started enjoying their yards again, free from her prying eyes. Conversations she used to overhear now happened in peace, and soon her power crumbled. Without her intel, nobody cared about her constant complaints. People stopped listening. Even the HOA, once her ally, grew tired of her baseless drama. The final blow came when I added one last touch to the fence. Tall trellises with cascading vines. Beautiful, natural, and impenetrable. Karen's porch, once her throne, was now a cage. She couldn't see me. She couldn't see anyone. She was invisible in the very neighborhood she tried to control. And the best part? I never raised my voice. I never broke a rule. I simply gave her exactly what she asked for, a fence that changed the neighborhood.